So let's talk about the ways that we can make our upper body exercises harder. The ways that we can increase their difficulty level so that we can continue to build strength. We have to do that to be able to build our tendons, ligaments, bones, and muscles to be stronger, to have more resilience. And so what are the ways that we can make our exercises more difficult other than just increasing the load? So we can obviously increase the weight. That really works pretty well. The next thing we can do is move that weight a little further away from our body. The further away from our body it is, the more force it takes to lift it, because we have a longer lever arm if we go back to the science of it. So it takes a lot more force to lift the same amount of weight. The other thing we can do then is start making that transition from bands or machine weights towards free weights. That can help because we're not as fixed to the ground or fixed to the device, and we have to control kind of the wobble in it. We have to control the balance and fight gravity. And so those things can make that a little bit more difficult and aid in more muscle fiber recruitment. And so that can help make it a little bit more challenging. The other thing, we can start adding a counter force. So, if I'm doing bicep curls, but I have a rotator cuff weakness, we can add a band coming in on my wrist from the other side, that as I do that bicep curl, it's trying to pull me in. I have to fight against that. That can be a way that we can add difficulty and really target some of those areas that we're working on. Another thing that we can do is then start working on isolation movements versus combination movements. So we often will see that we'll do like a bicep curl with a bar with both arms together. We can start doing a single arm bicep curl, or whatever the exercise is. Or we can even make that so that we can't move and we're really isolating it. So like a preacher curl versus just a regular bicep curl, where maybe we can cheat and use other muscles to help. When we kind of isolate that muscle, then it becomes really focused, really targeted, and that's a way that we can overload that one specific area a little bit more. So those are all ways that we can continue that overloading process.